Taurus, what is up? Let's take a look at money and finance. Hey, for those of you who are new to my channel, this is something brand new. I've read financial stuff here and there and sprinkled it into my readings, but as far as doing a whole video on finances, I've never done this before. Thank my lovely wife. She's the one that came up with this idea. So we're going to try it out for September and see how I like it. Okay. It might be a little bit awkward and weird because I've never done this before, but just bear with me as I get comfortable with this. So if you'd like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. All right, so we are starting off with those of you unemployed looking for employment. Let's see. Let's see the energy for the unemployed Tauruses looking for employment. Let's see. How's the energy looking in September? Ooh, that's a good one to come out there. Okay. So I kind of feel like you're going to end up finding something in September. One more shuffle here. Let's do a quick read on the energy. Ace of Cups reverse, though. So it's not really something that you particularly like. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't quite pay you exactly what you want. Not something that you really particularly like. But I do see you stumbling into something. I do. Okay. For those of you who are worried, for those of you who have been looking for a while, I just don't worry. I feel like something is coming in September. Yeah, you manifested it. For those of you who have been manifesting a new job, it looks like it is definitely right around the corner for you. And I'm going to tell you something similar to what I told Aries. It's just a stepping stone. It's just a stepping stone. Don't turn down a stepping stone on the path, you know, because I can remember because I spent time homeless, for those of you who didn't know that. I lived under a bridge for like 6 months, lived in the woods for a few months. And when I turned myself into a homeless shelter, I wanted to get back to work. Man, I took anything I could get, you know, anything is a stepping stone. And I kind of feel like that's what you're going through here. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. That looked pretty good. It might be somewhere near the middle of the month, though, to be honest with you. I feel like you'll probably get contacted for those of you who have been actively looking. Okay. Cool. Sweet, sweet. All right. Well, that was quick. That was quick and easy. Let's see if we have any advice. Any advice? Now, keep in mind, I do have to make this disclaimer. When I give advice, I am not giving financial advice. I am giving energy advice. Okay? Because in order to really, really, really get hold of your finances and improve them, you have to change your energy. Okay? Do we have any advice? Any advice for unemployed Tauruses? Any advice? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Ooh, Four of Wands. Okay. So how about this? We have this really bad habit of, you know, working a job that we hate and using the weekends to escape the life, you know, that we've created. Let's not do that. Let's keep our eye. Let's set a goal. Set some kind of goal, okay? And use the weekends, use your spare time building that, you know, that goal, cutting out the path that'll lead you to that goal, you know? Like, let's say, for example, you want to be self-employed. I'm going to be reading that here in a minute. Start working on it with every spare penny you have, with every spare moment that you have. Dump all your extra money and all your extra time into building a business and into something. See what I'm saying? Like, just look at it as an opportunity. Do the best that you can not to look at the negative. Now, I know it's hard. I know it's tough, man. You got to train your focus. And you know, training means training for a reason, because it's not an easy thing to do. You have to be able to monitor yourself and catch yourself focusing on some bullshit that you don't like, and flip it around and train your focus to go towards the positive. Okay, so just use this as a stepping stone. It's more than likely going to be something stupid that you don't like, but at the end of the day, thank you, universe, for letting me get some money in my pocket. I'm going to take this money and I'm going to use it to build my dreams. See what I'm saying? Telling you it's worth it. It may be a long, drawn-out, pain-in-the-ass path, but it's worth it if you stay on it. All right, let's take a look here. Tauruses who are employed looking for advancement. Promotion, change a job title, something. Let's see. Ooh, you got somebody around you can't trust. Oh, okay, I see. I feel like it's somebody that's really close to you too. Yeah. I feel like there's somebody who's pretty close to you at the workplace that you can't trust. And it may be somebody that you wouldn't expect either. And with this Lover's card here, it could be somebody like very close to you who would very easily throw you under the bus or stab you in the back, and probably already has, and you may not even know it. But for those of you who so specifically to the Tauruses who have really been working towards a promotion or something like that, and you can't figure out why you're not getting it, especially if you can't feel like I'm due for it. I'm the only one that qualifies for it. Like, what is going on? I feel like there's somebody around you who is a snake that you can't trust. Yep. Ace of Swords reverse, 7 of Swords. Lover's card, 3 of Pentacles. I think it's somebody really close to you too. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Also have Cancer and Aries here. So if you're really, really close to a Gemini, Cancer, or Aries, and you're wondering why, I think there may be somebody spreading rumors and talking shit. All right. Well, let's get some advice here. Let's get some advice. I think I'm kind of digging this. For those of you just now tuning in, this is a brand new, something I've never done before. So if I'm a little bit weird and a little bit awkward, it's because this is extremely uncomfortable. Bear with me while I get comfortable with this because I've never done it before. I don't know. I might hang on to this. I might. I don't know. I'll probably, once I'm done with all these, I'll probably do a poll and see if y'all liked it or if you didn't like it. And if everybody likes it, if it gets a real positive response, I might keep it going. If not, I'll probably chuck it. All right. What's the advice? King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Okay. See. Okay. So at the end of the day, we want to try to look at this like, okay, my path really started getting intense when I started looking at everything from the perspective of nothing is happening by accident. My life started transforming when I finally took a step back and said, all right, then, universe, we just going to do it your way then. Ain't nothing I can do about this. This is out of my control. Obviously, you want it to be this way. Obviously. I look forward to the day that you show me why you did this. Like, do you believe it's possible that one of these days you could be at the top of the mountain making 6 figures, 7 figures a year? And you'd be looking back on this little promotion that you missed out on like, man, I'm so glad I didn't get sucked into that job. So glad. Because if I would have been given some extra responsibility at that job, I probably would have stayed longer and wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing here today. Let's take a look at it from that perspective. Okay. At the end of the day, there it is again. At the end of the day, man, if it's like that, start casting energy elsewhere. Start casting energy elsewhere. Start looking elsewhere. You know, start taking a look around. Let me start casting energy in a new direction. Let me see what would happen if I start looking for another job somewhere else or looking to change departments. Start casting energy in a new direction. Let's look at this from the perspective of I'm not getting this promotion because the universe has something better in mind for me. Okay. Maybe the universe might have something better in mind for you. Let's look at it like that. Okay. All right. Man, these are coming through quick, though. These are coming through quick. All right, let's go ahead and look at those of you who are wanting to manifest self-employment. For the Tauruses who are looking to completely replace their day job with their own business. Let's see how the energy's looking. Oh. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Swords reversed. Sun card reversed. Nine of Cups. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. So I think this is mainly geared more towards those of you who are actually actively taking action towards it. I don't think this is geared towards those of you who are sitting around waiting on an opportunity. So if you haven't taken any action yet towards anything, can't promise that this looks to me like you have actually invested in something. You know, you're building a business or whatever the case may be, and it just doesn't really seem like anything is moving. And I think what's happening here is the offer or the opportunity that is your next move is something that you don't quite see. It may be something right in front of your face, too. It may be something right in front of your face. Dude, that happened to me. Do you know, I spent almost 2 years building businesses. I mean, just losing money on every investment that I had. And the whole time, in my spare time, when I wasn't doing that, I was watching YouTube tarot card reading videos, you know? And it's just so, it cracks me up looking back like it was in front of my face the whole time. And it never once crossed my mind. Like literally, I never even fucking took it into consideration, you know? Like similarly, I feel like there's something like right in front of your face that you're not seeing. Something right in front of your face. And that's a total, and it's not just me. I've met many people who have that exact same story. That's a very normal part of the past. So you're taking a step back. I see you taking a step back, contemplating whether or not to keep this going. You know, especially if you're building a business that requires you to run ads. You know, that costs money. Like running ads, you spend money to run ads. So sometimes, like, I'm running all these ads promoting this product, not making any sales. My money's going down the drain. What do? Let me stop this. Let me take a step back. Like, man, do I keep this going? Let's go ahead and get the advice here. Let's go ahead and get the advice. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice? Okay. All right. So, I mean, if I was you, I would keep going and keep going and keep going until you have to walk away from it. Okay. It's very normal. Very, very normal. It is. And I wouldn't feel comfortable saying most of the time. It might be most of the time, but at least half the time, like 50% of the time, at least, when somebody is going from working a day job and they actually successfully completely replace their day job with their own business. I've never met one person who just did it right away. I never have. I never have. Everybody I've ever met who went from working a 9-to-5 job to being self-employed, making 6 figures a year, struggled on the path. Built business after business after business after business, had failure after failure after failure until bam, it popped off when they least expected it. Everybody I've ever met, myself included, I would keep going. So, say for example, let's go back to what I was saying a minute ago. Say for example, you built a business where you have to run ads, like especially Google ads. That shit's expensive. Google ads are not cheap, dude. They're not cheap. And what I would do is I would take a step back and go see if you can find like a training course somewhere. Go digging around. Does anybody specialize in running Google ads and ad targeting? That there's some science that goes into that, dude. And there are people who specialize in picking out a specific audience. They can take a look at your product, whatever it is that you're trying to promote or sell, and they can figure out how to target the picture perfect audience based on all the little things that social media learns about you. It gets really, really complex and intricate. And you can pay somebody to teach you how to target a very specific audience so that people who are likely to buy the product will buy it when you run the ad. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I would start looking into investments like that, or maybe take a training course, those types of things. Like if you really dig, and you got to dig, dude, don't cut yourself off to any possibilities. Okay. I would personally, like if you got a business built right now, even if it's not doing that great, I would just keep going with it and going with it and going with it until you have no choice but to walk away from it. That's what I would personally do. I'm not a really big fan of just giving up because it doesn't work out right away. Either one or two things is going to happen. Either A, it's going to be successful, or B, I'm going to learn something very important for the day that I actually am successful. One or two things. I either succeed or I learn. That's personally the way that I do it. And that's what I would do if I was you, because this isn't the end all be all. If you built a business and you're working on it and it's not, hitting the numbers that you're wanting it to hit, or maybe if you make videos online and you're just not reaching the number of people you want to reach. So just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Change your energy. See what it is that you're doing wrong. Dig in there, go. There's people out there, especially if you have a YouTube channel. Say you have a YouTube channel and you just can't get more than 10 or 20 views a video. There are people out there who specialize in thumbnails. I know a dude who he knows the science and the psychology behind how to make a thumbnail to where people will click on it. And I'm telling you, you got to dig. You got to dig. All the resources for anything you need are out there. You got to dig. You have to be determined. Okay. The success mentality isn't only learning from your mistakes and your failures, but you have to have laser focus, laser vision. I will be successful or I will die trying. Period. That's the only two choices for me in this life. I'm either going to be successful or I'm going to die. I'm going to make it to the top of this mountain or I'll die climbing it. I'm not going back to where I was. I don't know where this path is leading me. I don't have a damn clue. All I know is it's leading me away from that bullshit. That's all I know. I'm not going back there. I spent enough time at rock bottom. Wherever this path goes, I don't know. I guess the universe is going to show me, because I'm not getting off of it. I'm not getting off of it. Come hell or high water, I am staying on this path, period. End of discussion, end of story. Nothing that you can say is going to stop me, and you just got to be determined, dude. You got to be determined and obsessed. And as long as you have the stubbornness and the willingness to stay on that path, I promise you, it has no choice but to manifest. It's not if, it's when. Eventually. Whenever, and it's on an individual level, it's totally different. It depends on what the universe has picked out for you, you know, and whatever the universe has picked out for you, it also depends on how many lessons that the universe needs you to learn first. See, because here's the way that it works. The career that aligns with your highest good and your financial abundance, you are not a frequency match to that career yet. Not yet. Okay. The process of getting on the path, making mistakes, overcoming obstacles, learning from your failures, that process in and of itself is molding you into the person who is a frequency match to the career that aligns with your highest good and your financial abundance. Okay? Trust me. Trust me. All you got to be is stubborn, dude. That's all you got to be. And Taurus, you invented stubbornness, right? Just be sure that when something goes wrong, don't try the same thing again. What did you learn from that? Okay, pick it up, try something else. See if you can use what you learned the next time. And if that goes wrong, okay, cool. What'd you learn from that? You will rack up so much knowledge and so much experience, you know, and ignore the noise. Ignore the noise. You will lose a big chunk of the people very close to you on your path towards success. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. First of all, they'll try to discourage you and tell you that you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Just get a real job. You know, do what everybody else is doing. You know, the first they'll try, and then that's nothing compared to when you actually pop off and get successful. Oh God, they hate it. Oh, that pisses them off so bad. Oh, they will desperately throw doo-doo up the mountain trying to knock you off the mountain. They will, dude. They will. You just got to ignore it. Ignore the noise. Ignore the haters. Okay, let them do their job, man. If that's the life that they chose, that's the way a failure is. You know, that's the failures mentality right there. Failures sit around and throw doo-doo at successful people because the failures mentality is your success is causing my failure. The success mentality is I have control of my destiny and I'm going to learn from my mistakes and I'm going to climb up out of this rock bottom and I'm going to learn from it and I'm going to make something of myself. See, it's a mentality. It's a mentality. Success and failure are both mentalities. So ignore the shit talkers, ignore the haters. They're choosing to be failures. Let them be failures if that's what they want to experience. You stay on that path and don't let anything or anyone pull you off of it. And again, it's not if, it's when. Okay? All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. Greatly appreciate the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.